Hi, friends. Since we're talking about plants, this story is about plants. It's called This Year's Garden. And it's a story by Cynthia Rylant, and the pictures are by Mary Szlarki. This Year's Garden. At the end of the winter, we all go down and stare a while. Uncle Dean's squatting and chewing on a weed to think. A garden after winter is a wonder to see. All brown stalks and blackbirds working, quiet, just brown and waiting for someone. Uncle Dean and Uncle Joe discuss what we'll plant this year, figuring on more potatoes but fewer beans, because Granny said she's not canning an army's worth of beans this year. Grandma's getting tired of canning. We're a little disappointed because we all like beans. We stare at the garden a little longer, feeling spring on us and ready to run for a hoe. But first we have to wait for the rain to stop, for the ground to dry up, and the weather to warm up, waiting for the last frost. You notice the crocuses coming up? And finally, close to June, we are planting. All of us bending, dropping seeds as we walk backwards while someone follows with a hoe. Wide straw hats bobbing in the garden. We are quiet in the heat, talkative when it gets cool, talking about picking some poke for salad. And will the tomatoes blight? And what about some eggplant this year? We look a lot alike, noses and arms up to the sleeves sunburned. Purely white foreheads, those of us with hats, and fingernails just full of dirt. Then, late in summer, we have a garden full of vegetables and mole holes, beetles and big grass spiders. Late in the evening, the beagles run through, crying after a rabbit or maybe a possum. Do you see the dogs? Running through the garden. We hurry to pull some carrots for company or turn over potatoes to wheel into the cellar. Shucking corn, snapping beans, stewing tomatoes, and canning lids popping up so much we think we hear them in our sleep. Families working together. Look, now they're picking pumpkins. And when the vines and stalks are empty, when the soil's been turned and it is blowing into winter, we sit with the neighbors and company about who had the best luck with this year's garden. Outside, the garden's brown again. The crows are back, and we are, all of us, waiting for next year's garden. Oh, look what they made, a snowman. The end. Do you have a garden? Let me know.